What's up, guys? We are back. We got another video real soon. Well, not real soon, real close to the last video. There we go, I said that right. We actually got our rear bumper back from paint today, so we're gonna go ahead and throw that on. And like I told y'all before, we're not gonna put the exhaust on just yet. We're gonna kind of be running the bumper with the stock exhaust for a few weeks, and then we'll throw the exhaust on, and then from there we'll see what we're doing. But let's go ahead, let me show y'all the bumper, because we got it back from paint today. So here it is. It's dusty. I'm gonna wipe it off, but actually I'm gonna set this down really fast. Okay, I got it out the car. It was like all the way in the front. I needed both hands, but we got it out. Let me wipe it off so y'all can see the paint, because as y'all see, looks pretty good. Obviously it's the same color as the car, it's black. And we're gonna go ahead and take it off, and I'll kind of show y'all the process of taking it off and everything too. You know, it's not gonna be a tutorial video or anything though, but we'll kind of go over it. So let me go ahead and finish getting this wiped off and get all this dust off of it, and then I'll see y'all soon. Alright, so I got it all wiped off. We're gonna start with taking the bumper off first. So what we do, there's 1, 2 right here we got to take out, and then right here behind the wheel, right in there, there's another little screw. There's one on each side, obviously. We're gonna undo those as well, and then we could take off the bumper after just doing those 2, well 4, but I'm gonna actually take off the the tail light as well, because the bracket is underneath the tail light, and y'all will see what I'm talking about. But the bracket for the bumper is under the tail light, so I could like pull it off, but I could possibly break the bracket, and I don't want to do it all that. So I'm gonna take the tail light, and then we're just gonna kind of set them right here, and then we'll put them back on obviously before we finish and everything. So we'll go ahead and get started. All right, so we're gonna take these off. These are 7 mils right here, so we're gonna go ahead, just unscrew that together. Great. All right, grab those, set those in a safe place, and then these ones under here are actually they're not the same. Okay, so I'm gonna grab a bit that fits these, and then we'll be right back. All right, we got both the screws out of there, so now we're gonna go ahead and take off this little cover right here to get our tail light out. And there's a post right here. I'm not really sure if you can see it with the light, but there's a little post that you unscrew right here, and then there's another one right in here. I got my finger on it. It's dark, like I said, so you can't really see it, but there's 2 posts. There's one there, one there. You're just gonna get your hand in there, unscrew one, just like that. Alright, got this one out, set it in there. Get our next one up in here. This one is kind of tough just because of where it's at, but get your hand on it, just like that. Unscrew it, get it out, and then got it out. Set it with the next one, and then your tail light just pops out from there, just like that. We're just gonna set it kind of on the side here. We're not gonna really take it all the way out. We're just kind of gonna set it right there for her. And here is what I was talking about. The bracket and everything is underneath the tail light. This is what the bumper actually attaches to right here. So if we would have pulled it too hard, we could have broken that and would have had to buy a new bracket and everything. And that's like an extra like $45 that I'm not trying to spend. So we're gonna do it the easy way. So we're gonna go ahead, take off this tail light, and then I'll show you guys when we're getting the bumper off. All right, got those off. We're actually one more step away. I forgot about these. Got to get it under the car here, but it's literally just these little clips. There's one here and one right here. Just get your little clip tool. You gotta get up under here and get it. These can get stuck though, I'm sure. Just because they under the car, you know, they gonna have mud, water, all that stuff. Kind of keeping them in there. So if you can get up under there, just pop it out. For both of those, we'll go ahead and just pull the bumper off. So let me go ahead and get this done, and I'll be right back. All right, if y'all see right here, you can get your bumper and just pull it. All I did was just kind of pull it. Once I did that, you see where it's attached to right in there. I got a screwdriver. There's a little piece of the bumper that goes through this, so it's actually, you know, I just got a screwdriver, lifted this part up and kind of pulled it out a little bit, so that way I can get that off from under there. I'm gonna do the same to this side, and then the bumper should be able to then just kind of just pop off. You might have to use a little bit of force, obviously, because it is on brackets and stuff, so you might have to pull it off a little bit, but for the most part, if this camera will focus, okay, whatever. Once you do that, it should be able to just pop right off, and then we'll go ahead and put the new one on. All right, so actually, whenever I was trying to pull the bumper off, I was noticing why it wasn't like coming off. And what it is, there's actually a bracket that runs along the side right here, and it's hooked onto the fender liner behind your wheel. There's 3 bolts. Actually, instead of the one that I showed y'all down here, there's 3. So yeah, there's one here, there's one about like right here, and there's one right here, right behind the wheel. And I'm not wanting to have to lift the car up and take this wheel off just to do one bolt, but it's looking like I might have to, so I'm probably gonna have to just lift the car up, because I don't have anything that can fit in between there. Like, I tried getting it out a little bit, but it's just not working, so I might have to go ahead and just lift the car up and get behind here, get that up, and then get that off. And yeah, it's looking like that's what I'm gonna have to do, but I'm gonna keep trying to figure out if I can see if there's a way I can get it without doing that, because I don't really want to have to lift up the car on each side just so I can take off a bolt. But you know, that might be what we have to do, so we'll see. Okay, I got the bumper off. I'm gonna show y'all what I did, because on this side, when I pulled the bumper off, I accidentally kind of yanked it and it came off with the bracket still attached, and that's how I found out that those screws were actually still here. But what I ended up doing, so you can take this fender liner right here, you just push it kind of back in here, and what I did, I took the bracket and pulled out on it to make the screw come further out here towards me, and I just took my wrench and I unscrewed it that way. So that way I didn't have to lift the car up and all that. So if you guys run into that problem when you're doing yours, try that. That's what I did, and it came off. So I'm gonna do that for this, and then we'll actually get the other bumper put together and put it on. All right, so the new bumper, here's the new valance. Let's go ahead and set that just right there. This is the new bumper right here. So it's kind of hard to see, so let me go ahead and get a light for y'all just for this. So you can see there's little slits right here on both sides. That's where these little red reflectors are gonna go, and then this would be a reverse light on an actual RS, but we don't have the like wire harness and everything. We don't have a plug for that, so I'm gonna still put this in so there's not just a hole in the bottom of the bumper, but it's just not gonna be functional. It'll be in there, and I'll kind of just have the wire hanging. I'll probably like tuck the wire somewhere in this area. I mean, I'll find something to do with it. I'll tuck the wire up in there, and then that'll kind of go on like that, and then we take the valance right there. Obviously, we just pop it on. Just gonna pop it on right over there. It has holes and everything. Just kind of pop it on, and then we're done. Pop that new bumper on, and then we'll put our tail lights back on, and then we should be good from there. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do all that. I'm not gonna really like show you guys all it, because it's getting dark, as y'all see. I'm needing a light and everything, so I'm gonna go ahead, get it done, and then I'll show you guys the final product. Okay, so I was doing this and I see that there's little screw holes here, so that means that on a regular RS there's actually screws that hold this light in, and we don't have those screws. So I'm gonna just be without this little bulb light thing for a little bit. I'm gonna order. I can probably just go online, order the screws, and we'll just be, set that in there, and there'll just be a hole right there until I actually get the screws in. I'll order them online and get them in, and then that should fix it, because that's all that we need. We got these brackets. I'm not sure what they're for anymore, because they're not the same ones that were on the bumper. They're different, so I'm really actually not sure what these are for. So yeah, the bumpers didn't really come with any instructions or nothing like that, so I'm really not sure. But something tells me that we don't need these, but they have them in here for a reason, so I'm not sure. Maybe it's something RS specific that this would bolt up to that we don't have. I don't know. I'm about to find out, I guess. Here we are. It's Sunday. I ran into problems with that bumper. I'll show you guys what I ran into. I didn't fix it that day because it was dark. I was starting to not be able to see. There was no sunlight out or anything. I had nothing but my phone and my garage light for light. And also I was tired. I had worked the whole day. I did a few errands and stuff after work before I came home. I was tired. So I was like, you know what, I'm about to just put my old bumper back on, and I'll get this new one on this weekend. It's morning-ish time right now. It's about 11 in the morning. That's morning for me. So I'm about to go ahead, clean the car up a little bit, because it is like really, really dirty. Like, you guys see, wrote my name in there, but yeah, it's pretty dirty. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of clean it up a little bit, so that way whenever we get the bumper on, it at least looks like it matches. Because whenever I put it on, like at first, whenever I got it, when was that, Thursday? I think it was Thursday. I put the bumper on, and the bumper was like clean and like freshly painted and stuff, but the rest of the car was like dirty and stuff. So the car looked so weird. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean the car up. I'm not gonna really like wash it, but I'm gonna just rinse it off and everything, get the dirt, get all this pollen and all that stuff off of it, and dry it off, so that way it's at least clean. And then we'll go ahead. I'm getting this bumper on today. I don't really care how it goes on. I'm getting it on. So I'll see y'all in a little bit. So whenever I wash my car, I've always used just like, you know, a drying towel and everything to get all the water off, and that's actually like that's actually fine. It's good, it works, whatever, gets the job done. But I be on TikTok and stuff, you know, so I've seen, like, I knew people did this as a thing, but like I just never thought I needed it, because like it does the same thing. But I want to get an air dryer, like a little air thing to dry off the water rather than wiping it, just because, I mean, it seems like it seems really, for one, it looks really cool whenever you're drying it off and the water's flying off. You know, I like how it looks. It's nice. But it also, you know, everyone be saying, you know, it saves your paint, saves, you know, saves swirl, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking about getting one, you know, so that way I can, whenever I'm drying the car off, I could just air dry it, and I feel like it honestly would go a little faster. I'm not really sure actually, but I don't know. I'm thinking about getting one. I think I might do it, because it'd be nice. Alright, I got it all dried up, so I'm about to go ahead, get this old bumper off, and I'm gonna show y'all the problem I was having when I was trying to put the new one on, because I feel like it's just something simple that like all I have to do is kind of line it up different. But I'll explain, I'll show y'all what's going on. And like I said, we getting this bumper on today, because I'm not leaving here today without this bumper on. So we can go ahead and get started. Okay, this is actually going a lot better than it was the other day, because over here it's actually lined up for the most part. I got it over here, it's inside the tab. This is a little bit hot, but I think once I get it screwed in, there's a little hole for a screw right here where my finger's at. If I get that in, get that bottom one in, it'll line itself up and I'll be able to kind of just pop it in. So this side is actually really good. It's actually lined up and everything. It looks like it's lined up with the drill hole right here too. So that's a good sign. So over here, what I'm having a problem with, and it looks like really, I'm not really sure if y'all can see in there, but right in here there's a tab where the, let me see if I can pull it off a little bit for y'all because it's not on. So there's a little tab running down it. Not too sure if y'all can actually see it, because it runs along the side of it right in here. And there's, you know, the bumper bracket runs along the car right there, that white piece. So I need this tab to go behind in there to lock, you know, to put the bumper in place. And I got the corner right here kind of secure, but up here isn't. So what I'm thinking, I need to just take that out. I need to get this part right here, this top part up here first, because this is really what's not lining up. Right here is lining up perfect, it's fine. So I need up here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull that out. I'm gonna pull this bottom part out and try and get this top piece in, and the rest of it should really line up once I get the top in anyways. So we're finna try that, and if we can actually get that, the bumper will actually be on. I'm gonna go ahead and screw it down, put the valance on, and then we'll be good, because it actually didn't, what was happening when I was first doing it, this middle part, it was popping out. It was, instead of it being against the car like how it is right now, it was like way out here. And I was so confused. I was like, why is it not on? So it was like what I said. I probably just didn't have something lined up right or something like that, and it just wasn't actually on the car. So now that we actually got it all, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna get this side on, because it looks like that's all I gotta do is just get that top part lined up and the rest of it fall in. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'll show y'all what it's gonna look like after, because this bumper actually looks really good on it. You can tell. Dang, bro. That was a big bird. I don't know. Oh, y'all can't see it. That was a big bird. But the bumper looks way better. Can you shut up, please? It's in there. Like, can you hush? Appreciate it, bro. Alright. Like I was saying, it looks really good. So I'm gonna go ahead, get it on. And once I get the valance on, you'll be able to really see it and everything. You see the difference. I'll show you the difference of the bumpers before and obviously before and after, so you can see kind of what's going on. So I'm gonna show you. Alright, so I had my dad come out here and help me. We got this on right here. It's all lined up, everything's good. And same on this side, everything's good, lined up. We got the bumper on, I got the valance on. Got the light in there. Like I said, it don't work. It's kind of just there so that there's not a hole in the bumper. As y'all see, that's where the exhaust pipes would go, or the tips. And my old exhaust, I'll show y'all. Here it is. I cut part of it off because when it was right here, it's touching the valance, and whenever this gets hot, I didn't want it to melt this part and kind of make it all ugly and stuff in there, so I just cut it off. So we have that done now, and the back bumper is now on. I'm gonna go ahead and screw it down and get everything like secured and put the tail lights back in, and then we'll get a full look of the car and see what it actually looks like. And I mean, you see what it looks like now. I really like it. The valance looks really good under it. It makes it a lot more aggressive in the back, so I can't wait until we get that exhaust on. It'll look good. So I'm gonna go ahead and screw everything down, get everything secure, and then we'll close the trunk and everything and get a full look at the car. Alright, we got it all on, bolted up. It all looks really good together, so I wanted to make sure everything fit, close the trunk, it closes fine, all that good stuff. So everything's alright. It's all good. We got the exhaust situation good. It's not touching the valance anymore, so it shouldn't, you know, melt it. But honestly, even if it does, it's fine. It's not that big of a deal. So yeah, I do really like it. It looks really good on here. The bumper is a lot more just aggressive looking as in general, and then like the valance really makes it really like pop. Because the old bumper, it was just real boring, honestly. It was a bumper, that's all it was. This looks a lot better though, so I'm ready and excited for that exhaust to go on, because it's gonna look really good. And plus, I want the car to be a little bit loud. Now, after we do the exhaust, there's really only other things we got left. I guess if I want to do some more like cosmetic things, I mean, there's always something I could do, I guess, but I do want to get a little bit of power into the car, because I've been thinking and looking up little stuff, doing some research and seeing about doing like kind of like full bolt-on, get a tune, and you know, we kind of run with that for a little bit. But you guys can guess what happened again, I'm sure. I'm gonna go ahead and hurry up and get that SD card, because it's getting on my nerves. But like I was saying, I'm thinking I'm gonna just get, you know, kind of do whole full bolt-on. I already have a intake on the car. Thinking about getting, just kind of covering the other ground, getting full bolt-on, get a tune, and that's kind of how we're gonna really be running it for a while, because I do want to keep it reliable, because this is my only car. I got to get to and from work and any other place I need to go, you know, so I don't need the car. I don't need to add stuff to the car that's going to make it unreliable. So I want to do upgrades that will add power, but also keep it dailyable for me, because I don't want to be wondering, like, you know, every time I put my key in the car, I don't want to be hope it starts today, you know. I want to be able to I still want to be able to hop in it, turn it on and go, but I do want to add some more power to it. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. It's more what I'm leaning towards, getting the whole full bolt-on, getting tuned, get all, you know, all that. So we'll probably, I can kind of got to look around at tuners, see if maybe I can, because I can run, it's a flex fuel already, so I can put E85 in it. So I was thinking maybe, if possible, get like a 90, because in Texas we have 93 octane. I think some gas stations have 91, but I mean, there's 93 out here in Texas. So you can do 93 and a E85 tune, you know, two different things, so that you can run both. And it's kind of what I'm leaning towards. I'm gonna have to see. Like I said, I gotta dig around, do some research and all that, because stuff like that you kind of can't. You gotta really look into it. So we'll see how it goes. I do want to go that route, do the whole full bolt-on thing. So that's probably what we're gonna end up doing, which will make us, I mean, I'm hoping it makes decent power to where the car will be like fun, like super fun to drive, because it's already honestly it's a pretty good car. It's fun. I like driving it. It's just like, if it was a little tiny bit like faster, just a little bit, this thing would really be like really fun to drive. So we'll see how that goes. So we got the bumper on. I hope y'all like it. If you guys like the video, remember, subscribe, hit the like button for me, and leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think I should do next. If there's anything you guys have seen on other focuses, or just on cars in general, that you think I could do to mine, think that would look good, drop a comment, let me know. I'll look into it, see if I can do it. So that's it for this video. I'll see y'all later. Peace.